Good morning. I'm feeling a lot better now. The last 36 hours or so have been definitely a little rough. If you ever want to know what food poisoning is like, I definitely do not recommend it. But I've had a whole bunch of sleep and not very much food, so now it's time to fatten me back up on this this final 0 day we're going to have here. So I think it's time to go out and get some breakfast. Breakfast at the Skyway Cafe, Phelps Field. Next stop is the REI. I think I just need some new Injinji socks, and that's about it. Hitting up for the Safeway for the resupply run. I think this will be the last stop I really need to do. Back at the house, just going over some of my stuff and some planning. So this next stretch, we got about 250 miles left of the PCT, which will get us all the way up to the Canadian border. However, there's a whole bunch of fires that have recently kicked off in the whole northern Washington area, and some of those fires have directly threatened the trail itself. And the bad news is that the last final 30 miles of the PCT going up to the monument and the Canadian border are officially closed as of right now, and they probably will still be closed by the time I get up there. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. At this point, whatever. It's a bad fire year. It just really stinks that that last little bit of trail is the part that's closed. But even out here in Spokane, all the fires and low visibility and ashes and just terrible bad air quality is even blowing into the town way out here to the east. So worst case scenario, it is possible that I'm just going to take one stretch at a time, and the next stretch from Snoqualmie goes up to Stevens Pass, I think it is could be, like, literally every stretch that I'm doing now could be the last stretch that I do on trail. So this adventure could end literally at any point, whether the weather just gets the smoke conditions and stuff just gets too bad, or the fire just takes over the trail, and then that's it. It just ends. So as of right now, I think the northern terminus is going to be Hart's Pass. Hopefully we can even get that far, but it's just not looking good. Fires are closing the trail as we speak, and I think from here on up, when we do get back on trail, it's just going to be 1 mile of visibility and haze and raining ash on us for the entire duration of what we have left. It's going to be that bad. Anyway, I'm pressing forward, and I'm just going to go until it gets stupid dangerous, and then if that's as many miles as we can hike, then that's as many miles we can hike, and then the trip will be over. So I'm a little bummed out, but not too concerned. But anyway, let's take a look at what the next stretch looks like. So here's the next leg. As I said, from now on, going out, I'm just going to treat every bit of trail as if this could be the final piece of trail that I do. So we've got Snoqualmie Pass. It's going to be about a 3-hour drive to get out there, so depending on whatever time that's going to be, we may only get about 15 miles this day to a pond, and then maybe a 20-mile day to a river here, 21-mile day to a Tentsite, and a 14.5 or so will get us into Stevens Pass, where we can try to hitch out into the town of Leavenworth. And that's a big enough town where there's grocery stores and hotels and stuff to stay in. So shortly here today, I'll look at booking reservations somewhere in town there, but I don't know where I'm going to stay at as of yet. And to get us up there, here's what my resupply looks like. We got the little mini muffins for breakfasts, bunch of bars for snacking throughout the days. I got 3 of the good Backpacker's Pantry meals, freshen up on my smart water bottles, getting more of these small Ziploc baggies, and at the REI I just needed some Injinji liner socks. I don't know why I'm blowing through so many socks that they're just not lasting on this trip. So these 2 fresh pairs should definitely get me going, whatever we can accomplish for the rest of the trail. This is going to be dinner. We just grab and go with some quick Mexican food. This stuff looks pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. It's been a great time visiting with Warren and Sammy. An unexpected 0 day from getting sick, but those guys have taken care of me. So thanks again for having me over and yeah, just taking care of me. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling 100%. We're back on trail. And as I said before, with the smoke and the fire closures and whatever else the trail's going to throw at us, I'm just going to take it slow, take it safe, one segment at a time. There's multiple bailout points, and I'll be able to get rescued if I need. So we'll see what the trail looks like over the next 2 weeks or so is all we got left. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back on trail leaving early in the morning, so we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Today we are heading out of Wichita and doing a long 3-hour drive back to Snoqualmie Pass, getting back on trail and restarting this adventure. We just grabbed and goed some McDonald's real quick to get us all settled. It's nice and early, so hopefully we can get back up to the pass somewhere around 10 o'clock or a little after. So, and I think I'm only doing like 15 miles or so for today, so I'll check back in once we get back to the pass. And we're back on trail, Snoqualmie Pass. Back at the little dirt parking area where we got picked up. Just got dropped off by Warren. He's gonna drive up like to the other side of the interstate to another parking area, so I'll get to see him again in like half a mile of walking here. But we got some road walking to do before we actually get through the pass and then back into the woods. So we'll catch up with Warren again here in a little bit. Crossing under I-90. All right, here we go. We're back with Warren for the final time. Well, maybe not the final time. I think we'll see him again in a couple of weeks when I finish this thing. He'll be able to pick me back up from the trail. But thanks again for taking care of me and the whole sick on his other 0 day. That was lots of fun.
Oh, Goob, you're practically family. It's never a problem.
Yeah. So, disappearing back in the woods. Next stretch will take us all the way up to Stevens Pass and into Leavenworth. So, let's get back to it, and we'll see these guys later. As we're getting ready to head back into the woods here, there's a little information kiosk about the norovirus in the area. I think initially, from what I've heard, it's south of Snoqualmie Pass. So now that we're north of it, in theory it might be okay, but I'll have to keep checking reports, see if people are still getting sick out here. There's a beautiful glow of the sun, as it were, coming through the trees, lighting up the plants and everything. Very pretty out here today. Massive old stump. Another pika there. First water source break. I think today is going to be a lot of climbing, but it hasn't been too bad. A little rocky at times. Temperatures have been mild, and it's mostly overcast, so it's not really intense heat with the sun or anything. Mount Rainier in the distance there. I-90. Keep hearing the pikas squeaking every once in a while. They're definitely all over in these rocks. Pardon my mouthful of snacks right now, but it was totally sunny just a little bit ago. All clouded over. Spectacular views up here. But it is Labor Day weekend, and there's hundreds of people on trail still. It's hard to find a place where I can get a shot in without somebody else in the background. Here's Ridge Lake, last water source till we get to camp, about 8 more miles. Lots of rocks to walk on today. Fantastic views today. Mount Rainier all the way back there. Awesome valleys. Coming into the next valley. Awesome views again. There's Joe Lake down there. We're going to be switching back a bunch, getting down to that ridge, and working our way across. You can see where the trail makes its way across that way, going all the way around. I just realized I am way past the 2,400 mile mark. I forgot to keep an eye out for it. I think it was just the trail was too crowded, too distracted with people. But I never noticed it on the side of the trail or anything. Oh well, can't catch them all, I guess. This afternoon has been very steep, very rocky, very slow going. I think I'm going to be getting to camp a lot later than I usually like to. Still extremely slow going. Lots of uphill. Snoqualmie Pass is just down that valley and a little bit to the right. Like as the crow flies, we've done like 3 miles, but all the zigzagging and working our way around these hills, we've done about 13 miles already. And I can't believe I'm still running into day hikers who are heading back to Snoqualmie. And they've got no backpacks, no water bottles, and the sun sets in 3 hours. So I don't know what they're gonna be up to. Hope they can make it back okay. That's an hour later. Still extremely rocky, still extremely steep, ups and downs. I think this might be the rockiest day we've ever had on trail. And I love how we've done, how far are we? 2,400 miles? And I can still say stuff like it's the most whatever that we've ever had on trail. Crossed over the ridgeline. There's our destination, somewhere down by the lake. I can already see a few tents set up. Mostly all weekend hikers, probably. Got a massive descent, and then we're there. I can see that little bugger down there just chirping his friggin' head off. This whole mountain ridge is a big old echo chamber. It just takes one guy to ruin it for everyone. Here's my setup. I'm tucked away off. This is more of a stealth site than anything else. The only issue is it's in a little water depression. So as long as we don't get a bunch of rain, then we should be okay. It's a little cloudy. We might get some sprinkles, but I think we'll be all right. I'm working on getting a GPS weather forecast just to make sure we don't have any rain coming. But a lot of the spots in the area were all taken just because it's the holiday weekend. A lot of people hiking out of Snoqualmie Pass are around. So I'm just going to get set up in here and get dinner and stuff going. I'm all settled for the night. I think this is going to be it. I'm just going to try to wolf down some food and then go to bed early, probably. I don't know if I'll get much video editing done tonight, but I got one of the backpackers' pantry meals, chicken Alfredo, so I'll probably have that one. And I double checked on the weather, and it only showed like a 10% chance of some light sprinkles, so I think I'll be set. Normally this is not an optimal place you'd want to pitch a tent though, but it's a little crowded around here. And I haven't seen a single other through hiker. Everybody around here looks like they're just out for the weekend. So I'm probably away from the bubble because I had the 00 days, so most people are probably ahead of me. So in that respect, it'd be kind of nice. Might get some more tenting options by myself as we finish up this trip. But I think that's it for now. So thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next one.